million? Over $1 million?
Over $1 million.
Well over $1 million.
Because I bought her a house.
A few million?
Just give me a number. In total, it must be a few million. I guess over the...
Do you give her alimony? Do you write a monthly thing?
No, I just give her palimony. I mean,
You married a dude?
Something I haven't told you guys.
You bought her out. Did you buy her out?
I bought her a house. No, I bought her a house.
But how do you get out of this without paying alimony?
No, I got to pay for the baby.
All right, but that's child support.
Yeah.
But if you're married...
Yeah, but here's the thing in California. People don't understand is that you're only on the hook for half the time you were married.
Right. So
for 7 months.
Yeah.
I ordered for 7 months. But when we decided to break it off, rather when I decided to break it off, I put her in another house, and I took care of her all that time. So that goes into consideration for...
So she really missed an opportunity to get about $8 million out of Russell.
No, that's the thing. She wouldn't have got shit.
Well, how do you figure?
Because I didn't work the year that we were married.
Right, but a good lawyer would go, Your Honor, she is accustomed to traveling to Dubai.
Yeah, no.
She's ate with the Sultan of Brunei and didn't have to sleep with him. Mm-hmm. This is Russell Peters' finest silk.
Her lawyer tried that shit, but I was like, I have a really good lawyer. My lawyer was like, that's not going to happen, kid.
I didn't have to pay alimony either. I did a buyout.
Did you have any kids with her?
Yes, and I don't mind any child support. If you mind child support, you're just a dick.
Yeah.
Like it's your kid.
Well, that's why I bought her a nice house.
It was mighty white of you.
Because I was like, well, my daughter's got to live in this house.
It was a very Anglo-Indian way to behave.
That was the Anglo part kicking in.
Yeah.
The Indian part was trying to burn her. Literally set the bride on fire.
Russell's got a book out called Call Me Russell. Buy that on Amazon. Come on, you morons, Moriers, Morlocks, Maureen.
That's my mom's name.
Maureen?
Yeah.
You know how to go to Amazon. That's going to jmohr.com. Click the Amazon banner and buy Russell Peters' book. Go to jmohr.com. Click the Amazon banner. You have a star in the Canadian Walk of Fame.
I sure do.
Where is the Canadian Walk of Fame?
I don't know where they've put it.
No one knows. I've been asked so many times to sign a petition on Twitter. First of all, if you want me, because your husband got deployed, it's your birthday, your cat just had his fucking eye removed, no. The answer is leave me the fuck alone. I don't give a shit about I care about you, the individual, tweeting me.
Yeah. But your cause is not my cause.
You're like, you know what? There's a lot of cats that need homes from Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, a lot of people need homes too. I get
the retweet this if you care, and it's like something that kind of makes you look like an asshole if you don't retweet it.
Don't you want to help homeless children? No, I don't at all.
Yeah. Fuck those kids.
If they die, we won't have to worry about it at all. In fact, I'm the guy that puts...
It's graveless children I'm worried about.
Graveless?
Because they're just going to end up stacking up in the streets.
There's a certain way to stack dead children. It's kind of like firewood, where you got to cut them angularly so you can stack them up.
Right. I was thinking...
if I pushed you into a stack of children, it wouldn't fall over, just like a big giant stack of firewood.
I wanna join the Make-A-Wish Foundation, not because I want to make dreams come true, just because I like dying children. I think their skew on life is really good.
And they have a very sardonic sense of humor.
Yes.
They're entertained by very little. It's very easy to make them laugh.
You know what kind of comedy they don't like? Deadpan. Funny enough.
What I like to do is
Remember when the podcast took a shit? That was a great time.
No, this is good. What I like to do is I like to rescue cats.
Mm-hmm. Barry?
Yes.
He could use some rescuing, I'll tell you that.
Hey, man, we're doing okay. Whitney's in his second season. I just signed
got a new ponytail.
I just signed the parrot from Beretta. I like to get, spayed and neutered cats and homeless dog, like Greyhound Rescue.
Right.
And then I bring my healthy dog and cat to a dying kid's hotel room and go, look at the charity work I did. I rescued a Greyhound. Sorry you're dying and all. You want to pet him? They love that.
I could leave him here.
They love that. I could leave him here, but
How much time you got left? I'll leave enough food.
Can he walk? Is he a walking dead guy? Or is he he's flat out. All right. So, yeah. So anybody out there.
Velcro you to the top of this dog.
Anybody out there asking me to save dogs and cats? And look, I love animals.
I'm an animal lover.
Look, there's St. Francis buried under there somewhere. I'm a big animal lover.
I don't own any animals, but I'm an animal lover.
You're an animal, period.
That's kind of true.
You're a comedy animal. You're the king of the jungle, lion animal of comedy. I'm like Scotty from Boogie Nights, coked out doing an intro. He's the king of the jungle. I'm a fucking idiot.
What was that song they did? There was a good song they did.
Anytime anybody asks me to save animals, which I love animals, but you know what? You could save all the dogs, but who's going to walk them in your dream scenario? Once we get all the dogs up and running, just set them loose in St. Jude's Hospital, because
there's not enough Mexicans around America to walk all these dogs.
Mexicans ain't walking dogs. They just tie their shit to a fence in their yard.
But you can get a dog.
You know who walks dogs? Lesbians.
Well, there's
enough
lesbians, that's for sure.
That is for sure. And trust me, listener, if you see a lady with 5 dogs on that one leash with like 5 little outlets where all 5 dogs go, that lady eats box 24/7. I guarantee you.
She's like the Schneider.
Are you Schneider from One Day at a Time? Fuck, that's awesome. Hey, how you doing, Miss Romano?
You want me to walk these dogs for you?
Don't let the mustache fool you. I'm an Italian gal. I came up to fix the pipes and walk the dogs.
An Italian guy with a German name.
I came up here to walk. I want to walk Valerie Bertinelli. I was wondering if you could lend me your daughters for a minute.
Remember how Schneider was German but very Italian, and then Carmine Ragusa was Italian but really gay?
The big ragu.
Yeah. You'll never go from rags. It was like, really, dude, you're a dancer.
To riches. Basically, he was a waiter at Michelli's.
Yeah. He's a Jersey boy failure.
He had a lot of callbacks, and they're like, bro, you're 67 years old. Yeah. You're not going to be in Jersey Boys.
You're not going to be in Jersey Boys, but you're going to be in Turnpike Fellas.
Under the Turnpike. Route 8. What's your favorite... I hate to be like a douchey like interview guy, but I mean, people listening that aren't familiar with you, what's your favorite place to play? What's your favorite place to play? Country-wise.
I don't know. I was just thinking about this.
Is there a place you play in a country? Is there a country you play?
Like Australia is really great.
Yeah.
For comedy, because I find that the audiences are probably one of the most diverse that you'll get.
I would like to go to London.
Yeah?
Do you like it there?
Next year. You want to open for me? I don't know.
Sure. I mean, I'll take a pay cut if you cover, if we got a 4 Seasons over there.
Yeah, we got you covered up on there. That's Tommy. I took care of him out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to make a little more than Tommy.
We flew him business, put him in a nice hotel, and then
I do a lot of fucking favors for you, don't I, Russell?
Put a little bit. It's funny. My brother goes, you know what you and Jay have in common? I go, what? He goes, you both fucking end up doing Pesci at some point in the fucking interview.
You do Pesci?
No, I'm a Goodfellas casino junkie, so
my wife said Goodfellas is to comics what Scarface is to rappers.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Except Scarface is terrible.
Yeah, Scarface.
With that stupid guitar music.
Yeah, that's the part that... Well, Angel Salazar's in it, though.
He is.
Check it out.
Check it out, man.
Check it out.
Listen to me, Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Oh, Carlito's Way was good, too. And American Me, that was my other shit.
You really... So what country did you go to where you were like, this is like a security problem. This is bananas. If they felt like rushing the stage... and just taking me apart, there's nothing to stop
The first place I was famous was South Africa in 2001, 2002. That was the first place I ever saw myself on a billboard.
All right, time out. How? You're a comic in Toronto. How do you become famous in South Africa?
I had gone to do a festival, like just a Cape Town comedy festival, and then I didn't know much about South Africa at the time, and then turns out Durban, South Africa has the highest concentration of Indians outside of India.
But that's what I said earlier, and you kind of, eschewed it. Like, now you go to South Africa, there's all these Indians going, holy shit, one of us, let's do it.
Yeah, but they're like so many generations removed that it's kind of like going to Trinidad or Guyana or Jamaica where there's Indians. But, yes, they're Indian, but culturally they're not as Indian. Like, they eat Indian food, but they don't speak the language, and it's kind of like a...
Do they like naan?
Yeah, but they'll make it
Indian.
different. No,
Chutney? Chutney?
Yeah, but they'll make it
Indian.
different. You know what I mean? Like they'll bastardize the words or something. Like samosas, they'll call samosas, and
That's not really, you're not really painting a big difference to the white audience. They're like, what's he talking about? Are they Indian or not?
They're like, they'll have gold teeth and shit. Not like Indians in India are way more conservative, but then the Indians that left and have been taken against their will,
Jesus,
to other countries.
What do you mean?
Well, we're brought as indentured labor.
Oh, I meant like in the last 50 years? Is this
No.
Oh,
we're talking, but like, they're
I
like,
meant like it's happening all the time.
No, they're like 4 or 5 generations deep in these countries,
Jesus, I'm going to have to buy a fucking newspaper. Russell Peters just dropped some knowledge on me.
Yeah.
Indians are enslaved people.
We were. That was one of my old jokes. It was like, why the fuck would you take black people out of Africa and then replace them with Indians? That's like your Benz breaks down, they give you a fucking Honda Civic.
You don't think Indians work as hard as blacks?
We're not physical.
We're not good at gas mileage.
That's what I said. We're not good at physical labor.
They seat less.
Yeah, it's one of those.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, we wouldn't put rims on it. We would make it not as flossy.
Yeah, I will say about the Indian people from driving around the southern Los Angeles freeways. I never really see an Indian in a car that's not exactly how it came off the line.
It's true.
I've never seen additional rims. I've never seen an extra tailpipe. They don't even tint the windows.
You got to figure if you can have a god with 8 arms.
Yeah.
It's like we've done enough.
But you have many gods.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Hindu?
They are.
Yeah, that's who I'm referring to. Not you. Hindu. There's Hindus in India. There's Sikhs in India.
And there's Muslims.
Yeah.
Christians. There's Jews. It was the safest place in the world for Jews back in the day. It was the only country. It was the only country in the world that they were not persecuted in.
Really?
Yeah. Like I have an uncle, my uncle David, in
Sounds
Calcutta.
Jewish. Sounds Jewish.
David Nahum.
Oh, really? You really do have a Jewish uncle?
My uncle David.
I'm being a creep.
Yeah, and he owns a bakery in Calcutta, and he's the only key holder to the only synagogue in Calcutta.
Really?
Yeah.
Are there a lot?
And he's like 80-something now.
I would hope so. Are there a lot of Indian Jews?
There are some, not a lot, but there are some.
And India is a country, and thank you for just letting me pick your brain. I'll gladly trade some comedy for me being a little more enlightened as far as the Indian people. India, culturally, within India, complete amazing. Like, we think the difference between, like, Massachusetts and Texas is different. In India, it's, like, probably quadruple that, right?
It's a zillion times different.
What are the groups?
You got, from the south.
And if you want to toss in some bits about these people.
From the south to the north to the east to the west. There we go. You can, like, geographically, you can tell by their names, by their last names, where they're from.
I'm going to give you a couple Indian names. You tell me where they're from. Hemel Kapadia.
Kapadia, that's one of those names I'm thinking is North Indian.
All right. Pradeep.
What's his last name?
No, I'm going by Pradeep.
That was his first name or last name? Because the first names can transfer. Okay. It's the last
like
names.
Danny or Jim or Joe.
Yeah.
Singh.
Oh, that's definitely Punjabi, Sikh.
Punjabi?
Yeah.
Punjabi Sikh is our name Singh.
Yeah, that's actually, it's kind of like, it's the name that they chose. When you're a Sikh, you change you become a Singh. And that's because if everybody has the same last name, there's no caste system. Mm-hmm. That way, so you're all equal. That was the reason.
I'm coming away from this podcast thinking the Sikhs are really, like, kind of bad, as cool as I thought they were.
Yeah, they are very cool people.
Why can't they cut their hair?
That's part of their religion. That's one of their sacraments.
Yes?
Yeah.
Is that the advent of the turban? Is just to keep all your hair? I'm being completely serious.
I don't know the specifics behind it, but I know
you're the
that
Indian.
Huh?
If you don't know,
no, but I can tell you this: that I know that
kind of the Indian here.
that every day they wash their hair. Like that's part of.
Now I'll be redneck American.
Okay.
These fucking Muslims, they come over here with their fucking dirty hair. Now, right now, I guarantee you, 200,000 people out of 400,000 listeners went, I had no idea they washed their hair every day.
Yeah, they do. That's their thing. It's so like
they're like Samson in the Bible.
Yeah, they take their. I've seen a couple of my friends when they took their turban off. Their hair is long as hell.
Alarming. I saw a guy take his shit off at Disneyland because he was going to have a heat stroke. And if you've ever seen a giant Sikh having a heat stroke, it looks like he got thrown into the turnbuckle, like when they wave their arms around in pro wrestling. But he was really like
that's the ironic part: an Indian suffering from a heat stroke.
It is weird. something Harry Carey would put. Here's a guy from the Dominican Republic where the sun shines all day long and he loses a pop fly in the sun. I don't get it. A Sikh with the heat bothers him. India's a very hot country.
It's like getting malaria in America.
That rare?
Yeah, it'd be like,
they took his turban off, and it was, it never ended.
It has like a top knot, right? He ties it in a little knot on top.
Yeah, but he took the top knot out too, because they wanted to, I don't know why.
And he looked like he was in Slayer. All of a sudden, Rain in Blood came on.
Very nice. Nice Slayer pull.
See what I did there?
What?